Hello, everyone. Hey, Elma, Silly, and Anne. How are you all doing? Are we winning today? How is the update? Jello. How are you all doing? Twitch is the strangest platform. I am streaming. I am streaming, and it suggests other channels for me. Like I'm streaming. What do you expect? What do you want from me? I'm using your platform. Hey, Senti. How is today's update? How are we seeing live demonstration on how White simply talking makes Black understand himself? Just what he started the update with. I should be more of a help. Hey Aishu, welcome. Hey, thank you. We are winning. I feel more thoughts in my brain trying to crack their way through, but I'm on an interest explorer level connection. I'd love to hear any kind of reactions, really. I read, for the last 2 days I've been thinking about, should I include next Saturday's updates? Like, just make it 4 pages rather than 2. But I realized that no, there's enough here. There's a ton here. It's White talking, but it's a lot about Black as well. Thank you, Senti. Internet Explorer level connection. I get it now. I read that. I should have read it the right way. Hey, Psycho, welcome. How are we feeling? How are you feeling? I am very sleepy, but I'm excited to be here. I was contemplating what to update, and then finally I got stuck to this 2-page update. Next Saturday, we are winning next Saturday. Next Saturday is an update I wanna... We have a teaser today for next update. So there's that. After I'm done with the formatting, there's a teaser that I will be dropping on the Discord as well. So if you had to leave, don't worry, you won't miss it. It's better to be this... Yeah, it's better to be this rate, especially we have an update of 8 pages. So this is why we're going 2 pages at a time. And in the end, my main goal in every update is to give something. And I guess there's a ton here. Yeah, there's an 8-page update coming. What a coincidence for Evil Black to appear in today's Word of Grave. Today, you know what? Speaking of, let me show you what I first wanted to do for today. But I just scrapped it because I wanted variety. I wanted to show more characters. Where is my folder? Scenes, I think unused. No, where did I put it? Maybe screen cap, there it is. So I was going to do this one. I even started with this, so part of it is going to be gamified and part of it is going to be just like the panel. So this was the original idea because it's a cool visual, but yeah, I'm putting too much conditions for myself and I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot, I realized. Next week. Not next week. Not next week. Next week is a good update. There's a thing that I can't wait to share. But we have an 8-page update. Not next week, but it's coming. This is why we're going slow at first. 2 pages, 2 pages, 2 pages. 8 pages on the weekend. I won't be able to join. I'll just have to catch up, sadly. It's not next week. The 8 pages is on... I'll tell you when. Do you want to know when exactly the 8 pages are? Because I've been contemplating, actually, posting a schedule, like by the start on Monday or Sunday. Every Sunday I post the schedule for, not Sunday, on the first of each month I post the updates. So if you find like, oh, so this is the discussion stream, or these 8-page update, I want to be there. So you can plan your life around that. If you like that, I have been thinking about that. Next week is just 2 pages, but yeah, they have something. The words in the song jump scared me. Yeah, there is some lyrics here, so I haven't listened. I haven't memorized all the titles that have the lyrics. But yeah, I will skip. If it's too annoying, please do let me know so I can switch to another playlist that is for sure just instrumentals. White face card in this update. Yep. I know I literally just go into the stream, but I just popped in to say hi. Because I can imagine it's too late for you, Senti. I really, really appreciate you just joining to say hello and share your thoughts on the update. I really appreciate it. And I do hope you have a great night. They fuel your daydreaming. The screenshots, thank you. They've been really fun. Like, honestly, I've been visiting a few like this one for the game today. It was this one, and then I went to I thought of Noir drawing that a piece of his conversation with Rita, but he's not even though he's like has the same mindset as Black. He's more of, and I've shared that visual before. He's more related to TV and VHS tapes, and not games. They share the TV, both of them, screens. But yeah, so I just dropped that idea, and in the end stuck with Amir. But yeah, the today I worked on one that I can't wait. Right now, I can't wait for the 10th. Honestly, I want the 10th to come faster. When, or you could just reveal the 8th page as a surprise. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of surprises. I very much like that, and I know some people love to be surprised. But yeah, I've been thinking to have things clearer, maybe. We're just thinking, since we are just like closing in on an arc. I also wanted to ask, but I'm gonna throw a poll on the Discord, asking about how many people have daylight savings and change that, and now maybe prefer the updates to be later by an hour or something. I wanna discuss that as well. The 8 pages are gonna be next month, not this month. This month are all 2 pages. The last one is 3 pages. Should we be afraid of the 10th? Yes, I guess. I don't know. It's a very beautiful picture. This is what I know now. I'm just being a complete artist here. I'm just happy with it. But yeah, maybe you should. yeah, I guess maybe. Anyone could mention me when they post the teaser on Discord. I have to go now, and I don't think there's a channel, teaser zone. Aishu, in the new spoiler section, so you can check that. I will post it maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna show them on stream, but yeah, the teasers. It's all lyrics, dude. Time zone is the same. I'm gonna just do a poll and see. Fear anticipation. Storm the adjective or storm the verb. We'll find out on the 10. This is the thing. These words, you gotta think of, am I going with a quote that has the word? Am I going with a metaphor of the word? Or am I going with a visual of the metaphor? I'm gonna tell you what was my first choice for the word storm, but I then changed it. Because I guess white is kind of killing it in these screen caps. So I thought that, maybe I should. To the point that today I finished a screen cap with black in it, and I thought that it's not that good, and I redrew it because black isn't getting any of that artistic imagery that white is getting. So yeah, the first choice I thought of when I read Storm was, of course, the hailstorm White was under in chapter 54 when he broke his knuckles. White raising the standard. Yeah, that's White. That's White. I mean, look at him. He's pulling Oikawa hair and blackface. Not blackface. No, black's face. I need to go to... Where is... let's go with... I like this track, but I don't remember if it has lyrics or not, so I'll just leave it until he starts fighting with me on the spotlight. I have an exam tomorrow. Have a nice stream. Best of luck, Aishu. Thanks a lot for stopping by. So, anyone here read Tokyo Ghoul? What's with that, Psycho? Yes. I don't see sleeping in it's quite a few days. I hope they... Yeah, I hope they are. Maybe they want to take a break. I remember Andy said he wants to take a break on the reread discussion. You've watched it, read a bit. Ishida is really interesting. I see a lot of... No, now overall they're very different, the main character in Tokyo Ghoul and White, but there are some bits and pieces here and there, like on terms of reading books, on terms of identity, on terms of relationship to mother and stuff. Very general things, not like specifics. I haven't been reading it. I've been watching streams, Alexander's stream reading it, and it's been really fun. I never imagined that I would be reading, or not reading, experiencing stories by someone reading manga, but it's been fun. And it's only for stories that I don't read, kind of like games that I'm interested in, but I'm not interested in playing them myself. I don't have a problem watching someone playing them. I think he's been reading Kagurabachi. Yeah, he's been reading Kagurabachi. Again, Kagurabachi is one of these manga that I'm not really interested in. Like, it's funny generally speaking, I'm not really into shonen and power systems and stuff like that. This is why I like Sakamoto Days and Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter does have power system, but kind of logical to me, I feel. It's not like... I don't know what's the difference in Hunter x Hunter. And Sakamoto Days is just... crazy powers, man. It's not like some... a curse or maybe a deal with a devil or whatever, stuff like that is causing the power. It's just, I don't know, assassins and maybe trained super hard to get their powers. But yeah, for Sui Ishida is an artist that I was interested in first by two... First time was someone who mentioned that my sketches... I don't remember. There were... So, do you know the number 6? There was an... I guess the character designer or the illustrator, the one that used to do the official illustrations for number 6, is an artist that I love. So I used to practice his or her style. I don't remember. Their style. They have this painterly, sketchy style, and I used to try to get a grasp of that look because it felt like it's easy if you just draw illustrations like that. So I did 2 or 3 illustrations of black and white in that style, and someone left a comment that it looks very like Sui Ishida. And the other time is this year in May when I did that talk with the Japanese embassy. Someone told me that who are your inspirations outside of Makoto Shinkai, because I did mention Makoto Shinkai in my talk, and I said that I mentioned a few, like I keep being influenced by different artists across the arcs, across the story, across the years. So for example, volume 3 was when I was reading Oyasumi Punpun, so you can see all the dark toning and all the heavy background hatching is very influenced by me observing Oyasumi Punpun's background art. And then he said, Sui Ishida reminds me a lot of your art. And now that I'm experiencing Tokyo Ghoul, now I'm very interested in reading Chojin X. I've mentioned this more than once, and I still want to read it on my own. But I don't have any interest in Tokyo Ghoul. That's why I'm just joining and watching it. But I can see what that guy meant. It's not the artistic look only, like the first time I got them, they comment. But yeah, I don't think I have. Oh my god, the Suishida's ability to paint is mind blowing, and his ability to plot, I guess, with tiny details here and there, and foreshadowing that makes you want to go and reread. It's just beautiful. Are you reading Kagurabachi Blue? Hey Esther, welcome. I heard, or not I heard, I actually saw that you are in No Home Hell now. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, is this, if my top priority is for you to feel better. So many good mangas out there. So little time, 100%. Next year, I do want to read more manga again, because I did feel the jump in my art style when I read manga last year. Things just made more sense to me. So I want to... There are a few mangas that I want to read that I've been putting off. Probably Children X is my number one. We're done with this one? Yes. Now this really works well as a page, because he's talking and Black is thinking. Well, I don't think I can emulate it here. Let's see. It's a paradise? If you say so, it's a paradise. Okay. Let's see, maybe we can make floating blacks here. Let's see. Wait. Oh my god, there's a line here? Look at that! Oh my god. Is this in the original? Oh my god, I need to go back to my... So there's a line here. You caused him so much pain, man. That's... I don't even know if I scrapped that one. I just removed it and thought that it's better without this thought, or... What? We're almost 30 minutes in. It's 28 minutes, and Sia is now at the door, wants me to open it for her, so... Hidden dialogue unlocked? Can you believe it? No home purgatory, because you just kind of exist and go like, what now? Because it's done and all you can do is go back over and over. Yeah, and it hurts. It hurts. When I see anything, it hurts. I've read Kagurachi, yes, it's definitely part of the new gen of shonen. It seems like classical shonen at first, but it really isn't. I hear a lot of great things and I see a lot of good art. But it's just not for me. You caused him so much pain, man. You caused all of us so much pain, man. I'm almost done with Rebirth after 2 years playing it, maybe? I'm pretty sure I'm in the last final boss fight. So once I'm done with that, I'll probably play and then wait. So I can finish it before my brother's subscription ends, and I'm snatched away, and it's snatched away. She only wants us to welcome here. Sia is a true. Yeah, she just wants you to. I love your love for Sia, and I don't understand how that begins or what is the backstory for it, but it's just lovely. She's been really, really clingy in a way that is kind of. I want to say I'm gonna hate myself for saying this, but it's just too clingy that it can get annoying at times, and she wants to sit in the most uncomfortable position for my back while I'm working. So sometimes I just shoo her away when I'm too deep, too locked in. And then I feel bad, like what if she's dying and I'm just shooing her away, and I just bring her back. Because she's old. Maybe someone else can get it, but I feel like there is a very similar panel with Daniel as this white on the screen. He looks very Daniel, really. I see it. I need to find one of these prompts to work with a Daniel screen cap. There was one prompt for him. I decided to change it to black because, again, I was feeling bad for black for not having any artistic shine. What if she's dying and I'm just shooting here? Listen. I'm very traumatized by death, obviously. I mean, like, naturally. So I'm always just casually bringing it up. Like, Jevi has been down for the past 2 days, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's dying. Every time I go on a trip, I tell my mother, like, if Jevi dies, just take a picture. Don't let me leave my room with Jevi there and then come back. I used to do it with Urki as well before. Don't let me come back to a room without a rabbit and not know where exactly he died, and so I can visualize it and maybe... I'm tricking myself. I'm being Black family now, Black's family. And just like... maybe it will give me closure. It won't. Spoiler alert, it won't. Listen, says nothing. I can't explain. My best friend and I talk about death so casually, like we talk about all the dark thoughts that we get, and I guess I kind of mixed up conversations here, but yeah. Your mind won't go wild? But yeah, Daniel here. Can we see Daniel? I mean, I see Daniel here, but is there a panel like that? Let's see, can we do it? I recently realized that I also subconsciously benefited from your amnesia. Imagine not Black, White realizing something in chapter 77 and talking about it in chapter 79. Growth. You're searching for it? Please. I'd love to see it. take it here up, maybe? And maybe this... No. Okay, like this. Like you said, no. Where's I benefited? I recently realized. Here it is. So I'm in my family. I'm closest to my middle brother, younger than me by 2 years, and my youngest sister. Whenever I get angry at whenever I get angry at Sia or at sometimes I'm just being grumpy at computers and stuff, and I just lash out, and then I immediately feel bad about it. But at that exact moment, my sister lives abroad, but if she was around, when she used to be around, or if she's here visiting, she'd be like, I'm gonna take a video and share it on the internet. Like, did you sign abusing animals? Music a little loud, sorry. Let's see what we can do. I don't remember playing around with... I don't remember playing around with the audio on OBS, maybe. I'm sorry to hear that. But I caught it on the chat. Okay, let's see. Thank you for letting me know. I read White's part first. I started to zoom pages because my sight is becoming so bad. Sorry to hear about that. Then went Black's part, and it was like Black was focusing on White's words. Then he looked in the mirror and remembering evil Black. I think both ways are good. Glad to hear that then. I didn't know how to format it vertically. Tried my best. Let's turn these off because here we're gonna see the teasers on this page. So now we know that this here is right after the day after last update, last chapter, I mean. I guess. I often zoom too, just because my eyes jump around the page too much. I think it's so fun that it kind of gives a different sense of pacing. It's like hearing two. I've always wondered, so you read on your phone? I always wonder where people read. Where is the majority of readers, what devices they use? Sometimes I zoom too, I read on my phone. I bet that is needed. I can imagine sometimes it can get really overwhelming, the look of it, with too much text. Is it better on Webtoon? I like to read on my iPad or a book or Webtoon. It's amazing when it can be read in several ways, even if you didn't intend to. That's great to hear. I worry a lot about a lot of things running this webcomic thing online. But at some point I have to just shut off my brain. But still, when the conversation comes up, I'd like to know. This is why I'm asking. Like, it's something that I've often thought about. Especially when I redesigned the website. And like what to put on the homepage. It will always look nicer on the desktop. I use my computer for work mostly, so I don't usually want to distract my workflow. I can imagine. I only read on my phone. I prefer the manga format for the sole reason it's easier to appreciate creative page paneling, overarching themes. Thank you. It is how I think of things first. The webtoon is fun, but yeah, manga pages give more sense of space, I think. So speaking of the website design, I personally have my own preference, but how do you see, especially phone users, how do you feel about the all black theme? It's easier to have another person to represent the dark side of the brother you love. I love it, and Elma, I see the pity. I love the orange too. Thank you. I love it. Thank you. It's fitting for the art. It is. I love everything of this storytelling all the time. Blue. I feel like it's too dark, honestly. But yeah, it is an artistic choice related to the story, I guess. I still don't have any idea for the cover of Volume 10, but I really hope that by the time I have a solid idea, I can play around with the website the way I played around. For those who were there before Volume 9 released, I played around with the logo and the look of the website, kind of like a countdown to the release. So it was like teasers with the logo, because there's the branch that all these blue branches and flowers on black on the cover of Volume 9. I kind of made them every day or two, I don't remember. Like a branch is growing through the letters of the logo, greyis, and then the flower opens up, and then I revealed the cover and all that. So I just would really appreciate if the cover I end up having will allow me to do a similar thing. It was fun. Your light mood, so it's too dark for me. Yes, you get me. I'm always on light mood on Discord. I don't know how to fit these. Maybe I should just put them in speech bubbles. Since it's white talking. Hey Alpha, welcome. When you do manga, dark mode will feel like a huge contrast. I'm not sure, I haven't thought about it that much. I feel like dark mode is really good for the website because it kind of frames the page. But generally speaking, I don't know why I like to use white, even though there are certain applications that I use in dark mode. Maybe Discord is the only thing I used in light mode, I guess. I always use dark mode, so reading manga is tiring for my eyes, and I adjust my white balance. I see. I also draw by default with a gray background, so even then I hardly see white. I've seen a lot of people, like there's even assets in the Clip Studio Paint asset store where you can add an underlay or an overlay layer with like a color to lower the contrast between black and white, but I never had that problem. I wonder if my anti-stigmatism, that's how you say it, is plays a role. Maybe it's easier to see gray or black text on white more than white text on black background, on dark background. Light sensitivity, I see. But it's like, big words, mister. I was very entertained by this. Like, I wonder if white can easily be attracted to someone if they use big words. I was thinking, like, because as I say, as I've been mentioning for so long, I'm thinking about the future and future potential relationships, romantic relationships with white. And yeah, this panel kind of made me think, like, would white have any points for someone who uses big words or like is coherent and knows how to use language and stuff like that? Astigmatism. Oh, it's not anti. I still don't remember the term. It does bother me when driving at night. Yes, same. My favorite is the Tumblr dark mode, honestly, because it's light gray on blue background. I wonder if I remember. White nerd to nerd communication? I'm just like checking my options. What should I play with? What will make white interested? No one in his work amazed him? Does he even stay at work? He just passes by, like... Maybe when he spends more time at the magazine or the publishing house or at the office, he will start. To notice other people. That sounds like the guy who does his work and leave. Yeah, for sure. Not even reading their writing? I don't think, no. I don't think at all that he reads. He still hasn't, like he's doing... For sure, things are changing now after this arc. But so far, what he's doing is just doing a job to get paid, to fix the house he's fixing, and to take Daniel's advice, to get busy and stick to a routine. He's not really serious about it. Thanks for the hydrate, Psycho. True progress would be White having lunch with workmates? I'm gonna force him. Okay, teasing mode. I did ask my friends once to give me a scenario where White is stuck in a situation with other work colleagues. Yes, yes. I'm trying to, like, I just thought that I don't want, when that scene comes, I don't want people to instantly, oh, so that's what's gonna happen. That's why I try to just cut some of the information here and there. It'll be interesting if the person is completely different from Lana. Makes you think what he saw in Lana too. As in, what characteristics drew him in. Lana is a topic that we need to tackle. But we need to tackle it through a certain thing. But yeah. You kind of can guess what attracted him to Lana. It's like the same White thing of seeing a picture or seeing an idea of a thing. He needs to get realistic, man. The day he texts back like, yeah, I have plans today, is the day we win? Oh my god. We can't wait for Black being jealous. Can we? I mentioned it before when Black says that you're lighthouse keeper no more, you're gonna be a graveyard keeper from now on. Black shouldn't... Jad should change the place of that gun, and Black shouldn't be on good terms with his father, I guess. But it does hit differently when it comes from simple person. Yeah, for sure. For sure. When someone like Black or someone that doesn't always say all similar things, just hits you with wisdom, for sure. He loved her solitude, and I'll never forget that for him because it's really funny to me for some reason. Admiring from afar. Black jealous arc, let's go. Hey Draco, welcome, welcome. Promise that I like to interpret White from a very non-attraction perspective. It's just so fun to think about two people who like each other and society ruins it by forcing them to play up their relationship for approval. I'm sorry, I don't think I get that. Can you elaborate or give an example or something? I never thought of White sending Black like I have plans today, but I did think of him being around a certain someone and sending Black like, what should I say or what should I do now or something. I don't know why. I did see him needing some help. Did I mention no home? Thank you, Blue. That's what I was thinking. Now, funny that the song playing is called The Way Home. Yildar told me this once. This is very underrated, I guess. Just casually. Oh, Yildar told me this once. Makes you think, what is the situation where Yildar is saying these things? Ah, what is this? We're almost done. We're gonna see the teasers. I'm gonna take a quick break, bathroom break, and then I need to finish today's part of the birthday clipping. And then I'll end the stream. Just casually dropping no home like black with Dar. This is me planting the seeds, trying to prepare everyone. This is like a closing. This scene is like a closing for this arc. We are closing the arc with this chapter. So we need to throw seeds here and there for what's to come, I guess. Why is this so funny? How important his image is. He needs to fix himself. Okay, let me move these here a little bit. What else? We have this one. And this. This track is called What Do You Go Home To? I guess Shuffle is all about homes tonight. White is such a comedian. Unintentionally funny. Get used to it. Yeah, that's like a very small thing that he said, but it's very big coming from White. Like, yeah, you're gonna beat me in conversation from here on out. Get used to it. Get used to the winning. I wonder if White ever had a random thought to do stand-up comedy? Stand-up comedy? What? He needs to he needs to How long do you think it will take him to actually internalize or confess or really believe? Like, we had Black telling him that it's unfair what happened to him, what his mother did. How long do you think it's gonna take him see it himself. Because I think after that he can be a comedian. Comedians do great bits with childhood trauma. But they do need to be done with it, with dealing with it first. I keep making deep being in a lost for words. It's a skill, Psycho. You win every time. Knowing is very different from understanding. 100%. Thanks for the hydrate, Silly. That is White's whole thing. He knows, he doesn't understand. He knows and he understands. He just hasn't internalized anything, and he hasn't experienced anything. Truly, he just has the knowledge. It seems that you opening up just a bit about things makes so much fall into place. And then he says, there it is. Water drinking time. Let me reach out for Ronnie. Oh, please screenshot it and send it on Discord, maybe? Thank you for the poster check. It seems, and then score. Yeah. No, I'm running low. No. It was Clockman. It is 7 o'clock. Oh, Twitch is telling me about I'm interested in this, so why not do that? Oh, last time I was on Alexander's stream, someone told me that because I drew. So what happened is, again, we were on in this Tokyo Ghoul breed manga reading, and Alexander said, or AJ said, he would like to see one character with all flowers because he loves them so much. So he wants to use, like, he wants, if anyone has a panel of him with all flowery and stuff, like, you know, this sparkly kind of panels, and I drew it. I was working at the time. I don't know what I was working, but I needed a break from that, so I just quickly drew that, what he said. And he was very happy with it. He uses it now whenever that character is on screen. And he made a sticker or like an emoji, animated emote on Twitch. So someone, when they learned that I'm an artist, checked my work and then started reading greyis. So that's exciting. That really it was very sweet, and it really made my night at that time. So hopefully more greyis readers. My time interrupted at the exact time he said the time. Your timer? Oh. So, 2 panels. Let me just make sure. 2 panels. Yes. Teaser time. No. Actually, I made them 4. Just for the reveal. Hookman, Clockman, Hatman, no human. We need women. Oh no, we need women. Even though in my language, and I think very, 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 very old English, man consists of both male and female. I could be wrong about English, but I kind of know that about my language. Hookman, Clockman, Hatman's no human. Now I know who Hatman is. At long last. So, next update, we have 2 pages. And they're still going down. The stairs. With a lot of darkness. Hatman is that little dude, Andy and Sleepy. Yes, yes. I finally learned who Hatman is through that fan art. Irina woman. Rita woman, yes. So going down. And we have White reaching for his jacket pocket, chest pocket. And knew it. There's a true letter. Teaser. Had a feeling when he reached for something that he had a letter. These 2 panels are very atmospheric, but I love them because they're the easiest to draw. Wait. Because he prepared the fake note. White is very strange, man. Evil White, now you'll never know. In one day, it's the same day. Received 2 papers. Unless you mean the other paper and the other envelope and the other day, maybe? Oh, yeah. Black is now the paper man. He's always been the paper man, I guess. Oh my god, Black is the paper man. We now have the title for his next fashion line, I guess. It's gonna be made out of paper. All dresses and clothes are made of paper. Recycling, yes. But yeah, next update, I feel like this is the update I told you last week that the Saturday after the next, which is after this one, is gonna move mountains. And I hope I'm not overhyping something that doesn't really move mountains. Oh, we're gonna miss you. I hope you get excited whenever you see it. And I hope you're away doing something fun. Okay, I'll have to take a quick 5-minute break because we hydrated. And I swear if this letter that white is giving Black and another note that says look up and listen to me, I'm pulling an young on white. Fair. That yeah, I'm gonna hold you to that. So 5 minutes break and then I'll have to finish, let's see. Finish this, and these, and then like do the post-processing or editing stuff, grading, whatever, and then end the stream. So, be right back in 5. Thank you for waiting. Let's check Ilma's message. The message that won't send. Okay. Oh, that's about Lana. In a sense of how he admired the idea of how Lana saw him, she admired his attention to others. They were both kind of looking at how they reflect the world to each other. It's very distant, but more close than anyone we've seen. It's being aware of how everyone's view of the world is a reflection of themselves, and I think they kind of loved studying the world from those perspectives. But then they hold this back or play it off in favor of trying to reach this romantic goal of how a relationship should look or how it needs to progress. It feels to me that they were dancing around the same pace, but we're still stepping on eggshells. Thank you. Yeah, the thing is, the problem there is it's White's intense nature to follow the rules because he thinks that's what society is asking of him. Because he approached Lana and told her that I wanna meet your father. So he's the one that entered through the romantic door from the get-go. Thank you, Psycho. And this is exactly what Daniel brought up. Like, where are your normal relationships? Not every relationship should be like a fiance like Lana or a best friend like Black. Hastily. So, Yomawari, the game, I played the first one on stream and didn't play the second one, and I wish I finished it on stream. Such a good game, such a good game. I truly, really enjoyed it. Much improvement from the first one. The story is way better, and the game was actually really, really fun. Like, it's White's birthday, why are you angry at him? Though sometimes he deserves to be angry at him, but not when he was a kid. This whole, I was thinking of this earlier, like, this is my favorite clipping, and I was working exactly on this. Or maybe it was this, when I thought, like, is it really my favorite because... Therefore, is it? Do I really like it because they're fighting? And it's like one of these things that really, like, when you think about it, it really, for those who read this clipping when it was a special chapter, it really sucks when you wait for a whole year to do something together, and then someone out of just anger and short temper jump on their own. My god, that really, really sucks. need to open this so I can take the color palette. If you work with Clip Studio Paint and you don't know this, you don't use the sub view, let me tell you the best thing. One of the best things in Clip Studio Paint is this sub view window where you can place anything here and just just when you move the mouse there, it just changed to the color picker and you can pick the color. Great stuff. The one-track mind, we love to... I surprised myself. I genuinely... It didn't occur to me before. That was the reason. Actually, this makes me very irritated when that happens. Yeah. Very upsetting. Like, when I thought about it, especially like when you're talking about 12 years old. That age, like, time still means a lot. Like, a whole year is a very, very long time. What else? I need the color slider. Blushing. Best thing. It really is like, come on, we planned this and now you either want to start something or back up. Yeah. Honestly, I never thought about this chapter being my favorite because of the fight. I always loved it because of this panel specifically. I love this panel. For some reason, I felt like I peaked when I drew it. I didn't even redraw it. Where's the sketch? Like, I didn't change that much in it. Just copied it as is. Sad thought? Do share. Let's be sad together. It's funny because I was actually going insane at one point looking for this special... Why? Really? Did I remove it from the website? You know what this means? Starting next year, I don't have any chapter ready, written, and drawn. So we're gonna, hopefully, depending on time, we're gonna start having new birthday chapters. Let me finish white first. It's easier. I can't believe I said that, but that's the reality of the thing. Did Black try to play up his brightness around fall so that he wouldn't be bruised when it was finally time? God. That is really sad. How did you get that sad thought, man? No, it's that I couldn't find it on the website, but then I finally did find it on the website. I just couldn't remember where. Sorry, that was such a problematic chapter to find. Hey Manar, welcome. How are you doing? Oh no. It's going to be on clippings. Yes. Yes. At long last. I've been waiting for so long to reach this. Clipping. Next year. Hopefully next year. Next year is the clippings year for sure. Next week. Not next week. Next year. I hope you did well on your exam. Thank you. The part where Black was angry at White was drawn so well and extra. Thank you. I was just saying that this was my favorite chapter because of this panel specifically. Honestly, I kind of feel like this was such a panel that I was proud of because it's the first time I drew an expression that I haven't seen drawn that much, at least not to my eyes at the time. And it felt expressive and right. We all love these moments when you just feel things are right. Hey Hiro, welcome. I'm holding myself not to read this special chapter as I'm holding myself from starting reading the manga from the start since August. Rereading the manga? Honestly, I was thinking once I'm done with probably November, I do want to do a stream or two rereading or revisiting clippings because I do want to go all over all of clippings to pick panels or scenes that would make good merchandise, because I imagine over 200 colored webtoon pages should have enough illustrations to use for merch, don't you think? Thank you, Hiro. Thanks a lot for checking in, Hiro. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I hope you enjoyed the update. What? You forgot it's Saturday? We were wishing you well, Sleepy. Welcome. We missed you on Discord, I guess, is what N said, and also formatting and teasers. And I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having enough sleep, Sleepy. You need to read the update? Okay, then we'll wait for live reactions. How about that? If you're up to it, of course. I kind of feel like I forgot where exactly these stripes go, so forgive the inconsistency that is bound to happen for sure, is what I feel. You completely thought it's Friday? Still haven't slept? No. You should go sleep after you read the update and update us with your feelings on the update. Can I see the panel above this one? I think it's... I hope it's good, because I don't know. It didn't look that good in colors. But man, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm kind of hoping that post-processing is gonna make it look good. Thank you. This whole clipping, the colors are turning real good, real fun. I feel like I am acquiring some knowledge without some passive knowledge by doing these screen caps. Screen caps. So expressive. He sure is very. He is very expressive. He's a drama queen, king, drama king. You know what? I was thinking here. I don't know if you remember the conversation. Let me just grab the conversation, because I was thinking something while working on this. We had a childish curl. Wait, the one before it here. I don't know. I haven't checked the text even, but I was thinking, this is gonna sound so twisted, okay? But I was really thinking that how, and I've shared this before, I'm pretty sure, but I haven't shared it in light of their relationship. I was thinking in general always, if Black wasn't, I hate to say it like this, but this is like with the mindset that I have right now. What I'm saying is, if Black wasn't abused, he would have probably been intolerable. Like you wouldn't really tolerate being around him for so long, because he'd be so spoiled and protective, maybe out of touch to a point. So we hate everything that Yeldar did, but I was thinking that it kind of humbled him in a way. And I was thinking, how much would White have been around if Black didn't have the life he had. And I think we've talked about it before. But it's just like occurred to me today here how sometimes Black can be a handful, especially with this clipping, especially because by the end of it, not to spoil too much, but they do have a talk about, if you don't remember, if for those who remember, by the end of it, they do talk about the abuse. And like the timing of this clipping is at a time where the abuse situation is different than usual. So I kind of felt like Black kind of had a lot of freedom to be completely himself. To be fair, White is kind of, yeah, for sure. This is like what I was thinking about. Would they work? It's just like, again, it's what White thought of when they fought. Life always kept them together. Life, city, hardship always kept them together. So who we are if we don't have these things. So White's thought process right now is kind of weird, and people kind of were like, oh, I just want to shake him. Why is he thinking like that? Why is he questioning his friendship and stuff? But because he is thinking of it in a very logical way. We really stayed in each other's lives because a lot of things pushed us to stay in each other's lives. I think White would have taken Black in a very small increments and would rarely see it. This is what I was thinking exactly. I was thinking that he would need a lot of break, and maybe honestly he would have. Maybe White would have been a little bit healthier, maybe. Because he was at some point, especially here, like Black, he's shocked because Black started tearing up. But what he's saying, what Black is asking to White is it doesn't make sense. Like, you're angry about nothing to White's mind in this exact moment. And he doesn't back down or anything. White still thinks like, oh, but we are different. So at some point, White was really confident in his opinion and ready to argue with Black about it. New AU idea? The basketball artist, yes, 100%. And this is why I say, like, we have talked about it before, and I mentioned it in the story, but still, it kind of occurred to me here again. Like, it's not always easy to be around someone so explosive for tiny reasons at times. I get it. I was like Black growing up. I was the person who would make a mountain out of a molehill. I was that person. And for a friend of mine to tell me that we are different, I will think of it as a bad thing. Oh, Sleepy, live reaction, sorry. Where? I really liked how his hair blended with everything. In the manga, in Black and White manga, right? Manar. You finished it? Sorry, we were talking about the clipping. Let's glad you enjoyed it. I do hate evil Black. have thoughts when it comes to him from purely the perspective of someone who studies psychology. I imagine they're very interesting thoughts. They are so calm. This update is very calm. And I'll share the teasers on Discord later. And we have, or what I assume is an update that would move mountains next Saturday. Maybe for one line. Yes, please. Salt and caramel popcorn. And then Sleepy, you can give us the analysis on Evil Black. I was gonna say Blind Black. I don't know why. Hey, Andy. Welcome. Ah, naps are the best. Welcome, welcome. Let's see here. Oh, I forgot his Tornado Warning. This track actually is a track I listened to. This track I listened to when I was working on this. I want to see, when did I have that one? What date added? Date. Yeah, April 23rd, 2014. I was listening to this track while working on this. My god, time is very weird. Sleepy Saturday, it seems, for everyone. Yep. Let me turn off the wind. Let me get the skin color. I'm trying to not to zone out again. I need my greyis Saturday. You need to sleep, that's what I know. They're matching reverse jackets? Yes, thanks to Jad. Speaking of Jad, where is he? Right? Boy is... Man is... Man is pulling all sorts of weight. I so much want to know what happened with Jad and Dak. Same, Manar, same. Why? Ah, this is multiply. Jad's still at the window. He's looking at. It's like when Black turn around to face Jad and we just see Jad standing by the window as a dark figure. Jad just disappears out of thin air. Yep, 100%. That's Jad's power. Which version of the boys do you love best, and which version of them was really hard to deal with? Age-wise? Like, Jad, what is this? Jad, that's all you... I love that. My god. Psycho, if this story was in your hand, it would have been done so long ago. Age-wise, which version of the boys do you love best? I can't tell you because it really depends on my mood. Right now, I really want to get back to clippings because I do miss them as children. I miss them very much. But I remember when I was working on Volume 5, I got really bored by the end of it. Like, I can't deal with that much childhood. I can't. I have such precious fondness for them in teen days, but they are the hardest to deal with because White was so willing to do anything to protect, to comfort, to be there for Black, and Black needed so much. And boy, does that create a lot of situations where could be taken out of context and cause headaches for me. So it's kind of hard, but I'm very invested in the darkness of that era because we still haven't, as I said, I haven't shared enough about the abuse. We know the abuse, we know Yoldar, we know a lot of things, but there are some details that really need to be tackled in Black's journey. And yeah, there is a level of darkness and a level of angst that I kind of like to explore in them as teenagers. As adults, Black was never a problem. White was he's not anymore. But for the can you imagine me working on 70 chapters of White? Now that you know everything in recap, can you imagine how I was feeling all these years of just say something, dude, just say something, please. He drove me crazy. And I mentioned before, some of his actions are just pure cringe to me. Get those kids out of here. Yeah, that's exactly my feeling. I thought you would think of a future version of them. Listen, right now, ever since I drew that picture, and I said that last week, and I'm still in that headspace. Ever since I drew that picture of White, the trash raised a gentleman. Ever since I drew that, I've been in this headspace of White in the future that I can't get rid of. And there is something that, yeah, there are future versions of them that I like, but I don't have the continuity, so I can't. I can tell you that I'm looking forward to this scene. I love them in this scene. I'm very entertained by this scene. But especially White is very hard because just like in story, outside of the story, in my head, White, who are you when you're not Black's friend? I need the whole of the teen days filled, my timeline. I always say that, like, I want to explore it more in clippings, and it's gonna be explored more in story, but there are certain things that I do feel like they are needed to be read by the readers, but I can't just share online carelessly. So I feel like I'm gonna sell them in a zine, and I always use to make this joke, like, if people are gonna take these and misunderstand them and think, like, I always say that my only problem is with people who just read the story and don't get into any discussion with me, so they don't know the person behind the work and what I stand for and what I'm trying to tell. So I'd hate to seem like I'm trying to tell a story subtextually, a certain thing, or that I'm maybe queer baiting or adding just fan service for the sake of fan service. So these are the people that I think about. It's not people who are just sitting there and looking at something out of context and then attacking me. I'm talking about readers who are invested in the story but don't follow everything that is me. So in the end, I always say that if anybody is gonna take these stories that I have in mind or written or drawn and never shared, and then misunderstand it, at least they can pay me for it. So the only way I'm gonna put them out there is gonna be through selling them, maybe. White's progress is so prolonged but so rewarding. Glad to hear that. This is how I feel. But I can't understand anyone who gets frustrated midway through. White's actions were a tad cringe. Yeah, I sometimes saw it and I felt it, but it was part of his journey. Thanks out for coming, Blue. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you when you're free for next week. I already showed the teasers and I'm gonna share them on the Discord, but right now I'm trying to finish this clipping. The amount of arrowhead cannons I fight tooth and nail about because of all normative they don't get. Yeah, that's the thing. But in the end, this is why Lana comforts me a lot. Chapter 53 comforts me a lot because it's addressed in story. But then Inad will come and will make me question my existence again. So I need to put a stop to Inad at some point. He hasn't even started. Poor boy. But yeah, I really would hate, as a person who doesn't really appreciate fan service all that much, I don't mind well-placed good fan service that makes you chuckle, makes you feel giddy and butterflies in your stomach and stuff. There are good fan service like that. And I personally like when I like for example, I like a ship or I like a certain dynamic, I like to be fed crumbs and then I go wild with it. Maybe it comes from a creative mind or something. But yeah, I would hate for someone to think that, oh, Inad's jokes are just coming out of just to add some fan service or to try to wink wink, you know? I don't know how it looks, but the lines are too thin when I look at the stream. They shouldn't be like that. Where's the blush? Blush, the cold blush. We love cold for the blush. Oh, skin. Wrong layer. Nad, I haven't had my spotlight yet. I've been in Japan for almost 3 years now, and when I saw you, my creator, I thought that you were gonna take me home, but you tricked me and left me the day before we planned to leave together. Inad. I'm mentioning clipping before reading the story. Inad really felt like an audience parody. Like, this is you, that's what you sound like. I never meant him to sound that way. He's always been in my head. He was like the slice of life, very light version of maybe, I don't know, Hisoka? Hunter x Hunter? He's just a Joker, but like a very, very light version. Oh no, Psycho. Thanks a lot for stopping by, Sleepy. And please do take some nap when you can. Sure. So, Andy, how did you find White this update? I hope I didn't miss anything. I just saw you talking about black cooking with that quote that evil black said. I'm just glad he's talking. We're really finally scratching the surface. Yes, yes. At long last, we are. Where is there? I was thinking, where are the panels? It's always so lovable and rewarding to get a good chapter of real communication after 9 books of miscommunication. 100%. This is what I was talking about earlier. I was contemplating if I should update 4 pages or just 2, because I felt like just 2. I always feel bad when I update to just 2 pages. But when I reread them, I realized that there's a ton in them. White is talking, and Black is taking White's talk and thinking about himself and his situation. And then talking himself. So cool. And we've just started the chapter, I mean. I hope you end up feeling full by the end of it. I'm not sure about the background. So... for some reason I'm getting the wide sense that something bad is gonna happen with Black this chapter. Like things are going too well, if that... it does make sense. A lot of series do that, but I feel like... what is that? I feel like they do need a little bit of good time after this arc, maybe. Not forgiving you for... oh my god. You've mentioned Osim more than once and I'm like, no! It's not gonna happen! I should draw him more. I miss the little boy. I love people who love Wasim. I can't relate now. Oh my god. I appreciate people who love Wasim. Don't give Wasim the white grandpa and enough treatment. Listen, his hair is a problem to me. This is the thing. I still don't know how to draw his hair. So just put Wasim into clippings. Psycho, do you know the story behind? Were you here when I said when I shared the story behind Wasim in clippings? Were you here when I shared that long clipping about Larissa putting black in dresses? Change the design, give him a haircut? Listen. When was it? I think it was in volume 7. Was it volume 7? No, probably volume 6 when Black came back from the, what's it called? The tour. I'm just gonna try find it quickly. If I couldn't, I'm gonna show you the sheet where I drew 7 heads of Wasim in different haircuts. Because yes, I thought about it before. I can't find it. There was one with a buzz cut, for sure. Just saying, a road trip with Wasim. I'm gonna collect Wasim moments and redraw them like I did White. Yay, I think I won. I think I'm winning. So the last picture of the whole sequence of Black, of Larissa putting Black in dresses, is Black wearing a dress himself, and in the background, a few characters are just looking at him wearing the dress and reacting. And Wasim is there. And I haven't shared that clipping of Larissa and the dresses because I haven't introduced Wasim. And I planned to introduce Wasim in clippings because a lot of people ask about Black's childhood and family situation. I'm not gonna spoil that in clippings, but I'm gonna treat the audience of clippings only like White treats Wasim. So when Wasim and White went out in volume 9 in chapter 67, and Wasim asked White, I want to ask you something about Black. He asks him about his home situation, and White kind of gave vague answers and tells him that it's not his story to tell. So I wrote that sequence, not in the manga, but I wrote it. I still remember how my room was decorated and where I was sitting. My father was still alive when I wrote the whole clipping of White telling Wasim in a vague way about Black's life, his trauma, without saying anything, and then ending it by, it's not my story to tell. And I was planning to end that clipping by introducing who Wasim is, 1, and 2, to promote Grey's manga, the main story. I wrote that clipping, and then it disappeared off the face of the earth. I can't find it anywhere. I wrote it. I'm 100% sure that I wrote it, but I can't find it. And ever since then, maybe that played into the idea that I'm not comfortable with Wasim. Maybe. I don't know. The pain is real. Yes. I don't know where it went. It just... And I tried to rewrite it, honestly. I did. But still. You know how redoing something is always worse than creating something completely new. It's like when a computer crashes when you're working on something and you know, I'm not gonna go there back. I'm not gonna go back there again. This looks like it's coming from his mouth, so let's move it. And let's take one of these small ones and move it down for balance. I finally have time to catch up with the Greyvember. I've been so busy I barely caught glimpses of your redraws. Thank you, Andy. I hope you've been resting and having What's Tom? Having fun with all your busyness. What's Tom? Dude. Ah, all the blues and the white. White and blue and black. Be me. That's why I strayed away from animation, Elma. This is exactly why I decided to try out manga, because no, I don't want to do things over and over again. Even though that moment you hit play and you see the thing moving is so rewarding, still, to me, I just doesn't work with my personality, I guess. You've been having damn, actually? Oh, glad to hear that. Okay. We passed 2 hours now. I feel good. I won't feel bad. I mean, not feel good. I won't feel bad about ending the stream. I just feel bad when I open up a stream and I don't at least stream for 2 hours. But yeah, I hope you catch up with all the Greyvembers. They're all so good. I really wanted to show some of them in the beginning of the stream. But Discord doesn't work well while I'm having OBS and streaming. So maybe by the end of Greyvember, I can just collect them all in one folder and show them from the computer, not Discord. School event yesterday and I had rehearsals every day for the whole week. Oh, but yeah, now it's over and I can rest. Do rest. And I hope you did great. That's why I want to be a storyboard artist. Yeah, that's way less of a repetitive work. I love throwing ideas on the board and feeling the freedom to throw stuff away because they're small and yes. Oh yeah, now that you are back into making of greyis, if greyis was animated, how did you feel when animating White's fairy jacket? White really raises the bar, doesn't he? Everything is very high maintenance with him. No wonder his mother left him. Sorry. I had to make the joke. I don't know why I'm such a mean, dark humor today. Sorry, Anne. Listen, I started this. Evil D. I'm gonna take it this time. It's too evil. Oh, it's too evil. I'm surprised my mic picks up everything. Oh my god, Psycho. Are you are you on the side of aliens now? What happened? She made him like that? Ugh. I'm on neither side. I just jump around like Rita. You have no sides. You just jump around like Rita. We have one screen cap with Rita. Here's your teaser with those screen caps. She the case of everything. The boy is troubling. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm just being in that, I guess. I support them being overseas. They're basically hallucination with the development. Tomorrow is the 9th. Tomorrow is an okay screen cap, I guess. I feel like tomorrow's screen cap is for the readers. I don't think it's a good marketing tool to get new readers. White is never beating the made-up person allegations. Never. Oh, White. White breaks my heart, honestly. But yeah, that's it for today's stream. I really, really appreciate you coming. This has been great company as usual. I hope you continue to enjoy the screen caps and supporting the series. Till next Saturday. Aya is like, you know what, Psycho? Aya to you is like when I watch... Sometimes I watch these YouTube videos about people talking about jinn position and stuff in my religion. And they always mention that there are microphone problems and camera issues and stuff. And Aya has that power, it seems. Not just me. Oh my god, Aya is taking over Twitch. So yeah. Thanks all for coming. See you next Saturday. Have a good time, everyone.